Hello. I'm making this tutorial for my blog with a grateful prayer and a thankful heart. With this tutorial, I want to show you how to make one of these beautiful folded paper German stars. I have some examples here done in various colors and in different sizes. Smaller ones, and you can go and make even very tiny ones. The star that I'm going to be showing you starts with paper that is 1 inch by 25 inches. This paper will make a star this size, which is just a tad over 4 inches. To begin, take your 4 strips of paper, fold them in half, crease them, and I like to snip just a diagonal piece off of the top edge, and that gives me a point that will help in my weaving. Take your first strip of paper and place it with the fold side down and the tails, open tails, towards the top. With your second piece of paper, keep your fold on the left and the open tails on the right. Spread it open a bit, and you want to tuck the tails of the first strip through the second strip. Taking your third strip and your fold to the top, open on the bottom, spread it open, and place the tails of the second strip through this strip. Our last strip is going to have the fold to the right. Open it a bit, just enough to place the tails through, and the open edge of this fourth strip is going to go through the center of our first strip. Now slide all of your pieces together so they get tight in the center, like this. We're going to take this top piece and we're going to fold it straight down and crease the top. Do a quarter turn to the right, top piece, fold it down and crease. Quarter turn to the right, take your top left-hand piece, fold it straight down and crease. Another turn to the right and take your top piece down, crease it, and this piece we're going to lock in. It helps to pick up your work, and we're going to take this piece and we're going to tuck it into the little pocket we have and pull this straight down. Now all of our pieces are locked in. Now, continuing, we're going to take this top right piece. We're going to fold it back and to the right, line it up with the white strip, and make a crease. The same strip you're going to pull forward and down, and leaving a tiny gap at this top point here, going to crease. Now we're going to lift this over and onto itself and crease. Picking your work up again, I like to use this forefinger and gently tuck this piece back, and we're going to tuck this down into the little pocket and slide it through. And we've created our first point. Turn your work, quarter turn to the right, taking that top right piece, bend it back and to the right, and we're going to start our second point. Crease the top there, bring the piece forward and down, leaving a tiny gap at the top, and crease. fold it over onto itself, crease it, and tuck it down into its little pocket. Turn a quarter turn to the right, taking the right strip, bending it back and over to the right. Now forward and down, make another crease. Fold it over onto itself, and we're going to tuck. Quarter turn to the right, and taking this top right piece, bring it back and over to the right, crease, forward and down, crease, over on top of itself, and now to tuck this one, you're going to find there is a piece in the way. Simply fold it over to the left, hold it with your thumb, and then continue to tuck this tail into the pocket. When you get a little piece like this, be careful as you tug and kind of ease it in with your thumb. Now take this piece and fold it back to the right. We've completed our first 4 points, and we're going to flip our work over, and we're going to do the same thing on the back. Taking your top right hand piece, bend it back and to the right, crease, forward and down, crease, fold it over onto itself, crease, and tuck through the little pocket. Easing it in with your thumb if it gets a little tight there. Quarter turn to the right, top right hand piece, fold it back and to the right, crease, forward and down, crease, over onto itself, and tuck through the pocket. Quarter turn to the right, top right hand piece, fold it back to the right, crease, forward and down, crease, over onto itself, crease, and tuck it into its pocket. Quarter turn to the right, our top right hand piece, back to the right, crease, forward and down, crease, over onto itself, and we're going to tuck. The same thing as we had before, we're going to take this extra piece, holding it back to the left with our thumb so that we can tuck this piece down and let it go back. This is how your work should look at this point. We've completed our first set of points, our first 8 points. We now have 8 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to move on to the second part of our star. This part might be a tad harder, but just follow along and we'll work through it. As we continue to make the points that are going to be on the front and back, these points jut forward and jut back. This is how we're going to proceed.